So guys, it's been brought to my attention that there is this viral TikTok thing going around that could possibly be harming people. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. All right, guys, so welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to my channel if you've been around here before. I am Kendra, and the channel is Kind Kendra Creates. So, of course, I'll be always talking to you guys about health, fitness, weight loss, things like that. So today I'm going to be talking to you about this viral trend, or it's not really a trend, but it's a product, and it kind of blew up on the internet, I think officially like TikTok or something, and it's called the pink sauce. And the reason why I'm going to talk to you about it is because it's food and we consume food, right? I always talk about all these health tips and these food tips and weight loss things and stuff like that. And of course, I'm kind of like a moderation type person. So if you want to have some sauce, have that sauce. But I don't know about this sauce though. And we'll get into all of that shortly. So what is this pink sauce? So basically, this sauce is just a dipping sauce. It was created by a personal chef called Chef P out of Miami. Okay. It kind of has a little hefty price tag of $20 per bottle. And it just kind of blew up on TikTok. So like I said, she's a personal chef. And she was selling this originally at her restaurant. She said that she owned a restaurant. And originally when she marketed the sauce, she was saying how she couldn't explain how it tastes. So she never really talked about how it tastes. I kind of think that was like a marketing strategy. So people would be like, oh, what does this taste like? I'm going to buy it, right? And so a lot of people did, to where that from her explanation, the product wasn't finished or complete or something. And she just went ahead and pushed it out, I guess. That's what it's sounding like from her response videos and things like that on the internet. And we'll get into that shortly. But she did do a response video. And in that response video, she did describe the taste of it. She said that it was, and I'm referring to my notes, sweet, garlicky, tangy. You can taste the chilies. I don't know. So we'll go ahead and look at those ingredients. So it says the ingredients are sunflower seed oil, dragon fruit, chili, honey, and garlic. Personally, I don't know what's in the sauce. I didn't make the sauce. So the only thing that you can do is go off of her word. And a lot of people are not having it. They are not going off her word. Like, they don't believe it. So we'll get into the criticisms right now. So there's a whole list of criticisms with this sauce. People are claiming that it's out here getting people sick, it's killing people, it could have botulism toxins and things like that that could really harm you. And that's the reason why I'm talking about this thing, because I want you guys to be aware about these TikTok trends and things that you see on the internet and products that you ingest and put into your body. So I think we all should be more conscious of what we're putting in our body, whether that be food, medicine, supplements, whatever the case may be, just to kind of know what's happening and what's going on. Okay, so the criticisms, let's go down the list of those because there are a lot, okay? So it all began with some customers receiving spoiled products.
That's crazy.
I can't even respond to that. I'm just going to let that one fly right on over. I'm going to let that one fly.
So they were getting their products and they were busted open, damaged. It had less product than it was supposed to have in it. Some of the bottles were like swollen and big. And so they thought it was spoiled. They thought it went through the heat when it got shipped to them, and it was just not good for consumption. And so Chef P did make a statement in her response video. I'm gonna link her response video down below so you guys can watch it at your leisure. It's nearly an hour long, but I'm just gonna summarize what she said. She said that the products weren't spoiled. they were damaged. So I'm not a food safety expert. I'm not a chef or anything like that. So I don't know. But usually when that bottle expands like that, because I've saw expanded bottles before, and it's usually because something needs to be refrigerated that has not been refrigerated. Because I've left like, I don't eat mayo, but everybody always eats mayo in my house. And I've left like that out or open, and the bottle swelled up and you had to throw it away. It wasn't good anymore. So I don't know. There's also some misspellings on the nutrition facts. And then also there was a thing with the serving sizes. The serving sizes, it said it was 444 servings per container. And so Chef P did address this, and basically she said that it was a mistake on her graphic designer's part, which, yeah, mistakes happen, but everyone is throwing criticism as though she should have picked that up before she mass marketed to people, which I kind of agree with. I mean, like, I am a stickler for good English and good grammar, and people make mistakes. Yeah, true indeed. But if you're putting out a product, you should have a million eyes on that, and it's always good to have an editor. Yeah. It really is. They're saying now she's redid her label because, like I said, there was issues with the spelling and the serving size and things like that. So she redid her label. And so now on the new label, it says, please refrigerate. And so people are like, you shipped this to me and you didn't ship it in a refrigerated package or like a ice package or dry ice or whatever. And so people are saying like, yeah, this should have been refrigerated, shipped. And so people are like, I don't know if I want to eat this. And I don't blame them, not one bit, because yeah, that sounds like that's a recipe for sickness. And she said that it's supposed to say refrigerate after opening. So once again, you have a misspelling on your package after you redid the labeling. And then she also went on to say that it's been tested for shelf life and durability. And they also set it out in the hot sun for many hours. They did a heat test. I don't know. Like, I don't know anything about any of this. Like, if this is the normal things that people do for food processing or what, I have no clue. I would love to know. And I would love to know what the results were from those heat tests. She didn't state what the results were. I mean, she didn't state that, yeah, her graphic designer or whoever who redid her label messed up again. I don't get all of that. And then some people were saying that she was making the products in her kitchen, like her home kitchen, because I guess they saw like a regular blender or something and it was on a counter and it looked like it was just like in her home kitchen, which, to be honest with you, I think that she did. In like the very, very beginning, she probably didn't have a lot of business and she just, was probably making it for friends and family and things like that. But she says that her products are made in a commercial FDA approved facility. I don't know if the FDA approved commercial kitchens. I don't think that they do, but that's what she said. That's what her statement was. And also people are talking about the different shade variations of the pink color, which I saw it as well. And it was like every single picture, it was like a different shade of pink, which of course can also be attributed to lighting factors and things like that, which I totally understand. But it was like a different shade of pink from when she took a picture and even the different shade of pink from what's pictured on the website. So I don't know. She said they updated the ingredients and they changed it so that it can be less pink because that's what the customers wanted. So once again, I don't know. The jury is out for me on this. Like, I'm not gonna eat it, but I don't know. There were some other criticisms as well. On the website, when you go to it, there are a couple of like drop down boxes where it should be more information. And there's no information there, which means it's like an incomplete website. And then also, she didn't say anything about that in her response video. She also didn't say anything about the fact that some people feel like she's like hiding ingredients because there was a picture or something where a white bottle of something or a white container of something was on the counter when she was making it. So I don't know if it could have just been for photo purposes or if she was really using that, but people were saying like, I don't think this substance is really in this thing, or there's like, they were just confused. And so they're thinking that maybe she was using stuff in there that's not on the label. And she makes this statement that her product is currently in lab testing to get it into the store. Why are you selling a product that's still in lab testing? Like, I don't get that part. Like, why is the product not good enough to go on store shelves, but you're shipping it to people? Like, I don't get that part either. And she didn't address those things in her response video. So I don't know. But those are the criticisms. Some of those she had responses for in her response video. Some of those she didn't have responses for. So like I said, the jury is out. I'm not eating it. But let's move on though. In general, there were also like responses that she made on the internet, not necessarily in her response video. She talked about the fact that she's human and she's not perfect. And I totally 100% get that. We all make mistakes, but you really should be having a team behind you. If you are creating a product, especially dealing with food safety, food handling, food preparation, you're shipping this to people, they're consuming it, you really should have a team behind you. And they should be helping you out with these things that you've never done before. She also says that she's a small business and she didn't expect it to blow up the way it did. And I totally get that as well. But once again, you don't give an incomplete product to people and they pay a full price for it. And once again, it's food that you consume that can kill people. And another thing that she talks about was the fact that she's a Black woman and we as Black women are expected to be 3 times better, to work 10 times harder than any other person in business. In which I totally and completely understand. I totally and completely get her in her sentiment. Believe me, we are under a great deal of pressure, a great deal of stress, a great deal of scrutiny when it comes to professional jobs and things like that. I mean, oh goodness. Oh, geez, Louise. All the experiences that I've had in the professional world, I could write a book on them, especially the fact that I've worked in higher education throughout my career. And I mean, I have a master's degree. And people have been like complimenting me on the way that I write. So you didn't think that I needed to write a thesis to get a master's degree? Like, you don't think I have good writing skills? But I digress. So I totally get that sentiment. However, Chef P, you shouldn't have did this by yourself, or you should have gathered together a more professional team who specialize in food products, food safety, marketing, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, you may be under a microscope. I totally get that. But you also have to think about that you blew up on the internet, and the internet is harsh and the internet is brutal. And so I'm going to talk about her response video. The first thing that I noticed in her response video is that she was very defensive, which I totally get. This is like her life work. This is her passion. This is her baby. And people are out here in her heart, like slandering her and her product. I totally get that. However, you have to be able to take constructive criticism when you are a business owner, when you are a public figure and things like that. So I feel like she could have did a little bit of a better job with that part in her response. The second thing, she made a statement that we're judging a prototype.
Now, you guys are judging a prototype. Let's start there. You guys are judging a prototype. A prototype is when a product is not an official product.
Okay, so once again, why are you not selling an official product? Like, I don't get that part. And why is it being sold? I understand that, products go under beta testing and, you do your samples to people and things like that. That's great. That's all good. Before she started shipping across country, she should have worked that product a little bit more in her local Miami market, which I'm sure is exploding with customers and business. Or she should have stayed inside the state of Florida and see how things worked that way.
So, y'all really just got to give me a break. Y'all got to stop this negativity. Like, I literally suffer from anxiety. So, I have to separate from this stuff. I cannot allow y'all to bury me mentally. I'm not going to allow y'all to do that. At the end of the day, there are pink sauce supporters that want to get their sauce. If I break down, how they going to get their sauce?
And then she says that people should give her a break. Okay, I'm sorry, you don't get any breaks. You just don't. Like, she also made a statement, like in the video, that people didn't know who she was. And so no one knows who you are, which is cool, which is fine. You're a Black woman, right? You probably don't have experience with a lot of these things that you're doing, which is fine as well. So people are going to judge you when things don't turn out 100% correct. It's the internet. People are crazy. People are brutal. They're going to do that to you. So yeah, like, that's just how it is,
Extemporaneously. We're doing this extemporaneously, okay? I wanted it to be authentic because I felt like also if I came to y'all with like a pre-recorded, edited, perfect video, like y'all was gonna be like, I feel like y'all just being here with me and y'all hearing the real spill, y'all seeing my personality and who I really am. That's real, that's authentic.
And then she had a part in there where she talks about she didn't want to like make a perfect video or whatever, which is fine. But however, I feel like she should have. She should have done damage control. She should have did crisis management. Like, she needed a fixer in there. Like, where's Olivia Pope?
And hope that the next generation of leaders decide to be better than we were.
Where is she when you need her? Because this girl needed Olivia Pope. Like, she needed her to come in there and fix it. She needed a polished public statement. She needed a professional image. And it's unfortunate that she didn't do it that way. She wanted to do it her way, which could come across as authentic and wonderful and beautiful, and people praise you for that. Or it could come across as like defensive and harsh and unprofessional and things like that. So as you guys know, social media can either make or break your career. It can either make or break you. I really do wish her the best. And this is not me being like harsh on her, judgmental of her, like critical of her, or even the customers, the people who bought it. I'm not at all doing that. It's just, to me, what am I trying to do? What's my whole purpose of this video? It's just to warn you guys. It's just to talk to you guys about social media and consuming food and products that you buy and things that you put in your body. You just have to be cognizant of what's out there. You have to be aware of who's selling these products. You should be researching them as far as, basic things like what's in this, what are the ingredients and things like that. So I think that's video, y'all. I just wanted to pop in and I just wanted to talk about this because I just saw it like scrolling across my social media and I was like, what is this? Like, what's going on? And I like to eat, okay? And I know you guys probably like to eat too. And I'm kind of adventurous with my food. If I would have saw this like in a restaurant that I went to and they were like selling it, I probably would have bought it. Like, if I would have tasted it and I was like, oh my gosh, I probably would have bought some, took it home. Am I going to buy this? No. If it's packaged up and sold in Walmart, I probably would, yeah, because I know that it's gone through the proper channels to be marketed in a grocery store and sold. It's not without saying that things, can't have missteps and mistakes and mess ups and things like that. Absolutely, they can. But you have a better chance of getting a safety tested product, a product that's fine for you to consume from Walmart than you do from, a chef that's never sold things before across country, And like I said, no hate on her at all. She's doing her thing. And I wish her much success. I just hope that she can be open to the criticisms out there. And I want you guys to be aware of what's going on out there, especially with these TikTok trends and things like that. So, of course, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Like that video. In the comment box below, I want to hear from you guys who are chefs, cooks, food safety people that work around food, handling food, know somebody that does. Let's talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready to discuss it. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to hear anything about weight loss, fitness, health related stuff. And of course, I do sometimes do commentary. So, and if you like this style of video, let me know. I'll keep them coming. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.